What is going on, everybody? It is Dylan with Astrodfs, and today I'm doing a best ball draft. I'm going to try to do a 0 RB build. So obviously I'm going to have to get an RB eventually, but I'm going to try to build out the rest of my best ball lineup and then attack running back. So I'm going to go after wide receiver, hopefully get a good tight end, but definitely get an elite quarterback. So I really want to target the wide receiver and quarterback first, and then kind of see where tight ends at. Luckily in this one, I do have the 101. I've yet to get the 101. I've been drafting from the back, so I am excited to see where this one goes out versus the other ones I had. So obviously I'm going to have the first pick, and then we're going to have some delay. But yeah, it's Jamar Chase, just pretty cut and clear for me. I don't want to go different. I don't want to go Jettas yet. So yeah, we're gonna take Chase. Just easy pick. So now we're gonna have a lot of downtime. So we'll just kind of go over everyone else's picks and just see if anything stands out. So 102 Barkley, safe pick, right? I think if you want to go Bijan or Barkley, either one's fine. Barkley obviously a better offense, but Bijan, the schedule for Atlanta is really easy this season, or easier, I should say, than Phillies. So it is tough, but yeah, Bijan goes before Jefferson. Not a big deal there. Then goes Lamb. I would assume, man, this guy goes. Yeah, he goes Gibbs. Do we see Genti go before Puka? It's kind of where some people are at with half PPR. Oh man, he might auto his first pick. So yeah, we're not drafted again until the 24, and then we have 24 and 25. So kind of see where we're at with that, but it's gonna make a really good wide receiver build. Gonna land in Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison range. So guy goes Brian Thomas Jr. Over both Amon-Ra and Puka. So that's interesting. I don't have Brian Thomas as high in my rankings. Nico at the 110. I like that. Genti falling, and I'm okay with that. I have Genti out of the first round in my drafts as well. So it makes sense. Probably someone's going to get really eager to get Genti here, though. Just with CMC and Derrick Henry. So we'll see who bites on Genti here. Mind you, these guys have picks, so goes McCaffrey. I would imagine this guy probably goes Genti with one of his two picks. If he's here. Yeah, so he goes Neighbors. Gotta pick again. See where he ends up with. But yeah, we can go in star that we have Chase, so we can queue up Joe Burrow later. Just make sure that we have him, and we'll kind of see where the wide receivers are at. So yeah, he goes Genti. It's a nice grab, Neighbors Genti. Like I said, I have Genti out of the first round, so I'm definitely not surprised by that at all. See what this guy ends up with. He took CMC with his first pick. Some really good talent there. Devon Achane. So he definitely goes hero RB, grabbing CMC and Achane. I love it. I love it. If you want to get definitely an advantage, that's the way to do it, is grab those two running backs. Drake London goes at the 2-3. Interested to see where Taylor, Bucky end up at. Guy goes Derrick Henry. Kind of see Puka, Henry, Nico, Drake, Amon-Ra, AJ, Brian Thomas. Guy was eager to get Brian Thomas. He took him at wide receiver 4. Goes Ladd, so he goes Brian Thomas, Ladd. So it definitely makes a lot of sense there. Kind of see where we end up. T. Higgins is definitely going to be interesting for me to double stack Cincy. So we'll see where that's at. Here's a good chance he's not there, though. So Bowers goes. He goes Gibbs, Bowers, CD, JT, Jettas, Trey McBride. That's a way to do it. Get an elite wide receiver and get a top 2 tight end. So has a really good position advantage there to start. So yeah, two picks from me. See if T lands, I'm okay with taking T. If he doesn't, I'm looking at Garrett Wilson and Marvin Harrison. As actually, you know what? Drop that. We'll go Tyreek. We'll go Tyreek and Marv. But if we go Higgins, I think we go Higgins Hill. Let's see if this guy takes Higgins from me. He does. He takes T. So, yep, we're gonna go Tyreek, and we're gonna go Marv. So, stacking up my wide receivers. Obviously, this is the only downside of picking either in the front or the back. A lot of downtime in between picks. So we can just go over. Goes Barkley, Higgins, Evans. Interested to see what that looks like. Bijan, Jacobs. That one's interesting as well. Like I said, I like the Jefferson McBride guy. Like, you get a top 2 wide receiver, top 2 tight end, so you have that huge advantage there. And this guy could land with Bucky as well. So that would be nope, goes JSN. Bucky goes to that guy. So yeah, that guy ends up with Jefferson, McBride, Bucky. That's a great start for him. Definitely love that. Obviously, Bucky, with where he's at, he's probably not going to finish as a top 5 running back. But still getting him where you get him at is fine, right? You have that position advantage in wide receiver and tight end. So it's okay going a running back there in someone like Bucky Irving. So then we go, CeeDee Lamb guy gets Jonathan Taylor, Terry McLaurin, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bowers, and Wilson. This guy's got the Brian Thomas lad, Breece Hall. I like that. I like the build. I don't love where Brian Thomas went. I'm not sold on Brian Thomas being a top 4 receiver. But you get Ladd McConkey, Breece Hall. It's a nice combo there. Guy goes Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, Adams, Puka, Henry, Rashee Rice. That one's an interesting team right now. Nico Collins, Drake London. Where does this guy close out at? We'll see. Goes Drake or Chase Brown. So it's a solid pick there. We're 13 picks away, so we're gonna have pick number 48 and 49. So we're going to grab Burrow with one of the picks. And you know what seems really good if he's there is locking up. So we have the 3 receivers. I think getting Burrow and then Kittle is solid. Because the next tier of tight ends, I won't be able to grab Laporta. Laporta will probably be gone by the time I get there. Is TJ Hawkinson, Joanna Smith, Kelsey. So I don't want to hit that tier. So I think getting Kittle is nice. And then I just get, have Cincinnati's offense, Miami's offense, and then Marvin Harrison, stud. And then get Kittle so I get San Fran's offense. So I really like that. Lamar goes is quarterback 1. Guy goes CMC, Achan, Hunter, Jackson. That's an interesting team. I love the CMC, Achan. I like Travis Hunter. And then goes Lamar. Malik Neighbors, Genty, Moore, Tet. That one's interesting as well. I like this guy's Nico, Drake London, Chase Brown, Kyron. Should be 2 bell cow running backs. Nico, I love Houston's offense this year. Drake London's just a solid piece. He's just a solid wide receiver. I think he's a very consistent receiver, especially for fantasy. So this guy's definitely going Mahomes in his draft. Grabs Worthy after grabbing Rice. The only thing I worry about is the guy in front of me taking Joe Burrow because he has T Higgins, and I'm gonna be livid. I'm gonna have to do a crazy pivot and kind of figure out where I want to go. I think if that ends up happening and I do lose Joe Burrow, I go Kyler and Tua because I'll be able to afford that. Kyler down here, and then Tua is just way... He shouldn't be down there, but he is. Well, we'll kind of see where it goes. Jaden, Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Devontae Adams, Jaden Daniels. That's nice. That's a nice team. I believe that is an auto pick again for that guy, and he takes Josh Allen. So don't hate that either. It's a solid lineup. Cortland Sutton. That one's interesting there. I'll say that. Cortland Sutton there is definitely interesting. So Hurts, Lamb, Terry. Okay. Like I said, that guy might take Burrow, and I really hope he doesn't. Guy goes Zay Flowers, Bucky. Don't hate that. James Cook, guy's got he's got a really good running back group there. A really good running back. Interesting to see where he builds out the rest of his team. Let's see if this guy takes Burrow from me. I really hope he doesn't. He takes Mixon, nice. So we're gonna go Burrow. And then yeah, I love some of the guys around here, but I wanna solidify, continue with the 0 RB, and we're gonna grab George Kittle. I just that tier, because I'm not gonna be able to get Laporta. I want to make sure that I still get an elite tight end. So that's what we're looking at right now is Burrow, Chase, Hill, and Harrison. So kind of loving where that's going to be. We'll see where we're going to end up with picks. So we're going to be at pick 72 and 73. Let's kind of get the range of where we're going to be at. So Judkins, I pray Judkins falls. This is tough as far as running backs. So yeah, we're going to end up somewhere around here. So Judkins would be my number one. I hope falls to me. Caleb Johnson's there as well. Man, I don't love it though. I don't love it. We'll see where we end up. But man, that's a tough tier to pick from. Because you're either picking rookie in Golden, Johnson, Judkins, you take a vet in David Montgomery, Jacoby Myers, Stephon Diggs, Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Reed, or you reach a little bit, so we'll kind of see where we end up with. So, guy goes Saquon, Mixon, Hampton. It's interesting build with Higgins and Evans. That's an interesting team. Bijan, Jacobs, JSN, James Cook, Rome Odunze. So that's nice. Jefferson, McBride, Bucky, Flowers, Devontae. It's good. Guy adds RJ Harvey to his team to go with JT. That's not bad. Yeah, this one's just really interesting, man. Gibbs, Bowers, Wilson. I love that. And then Sutton and Ridley. So they're wide receiver ones on their team. It's just tougher. Goes Pickens on his team. Interesting. That guy takes Ken Walker as his RB1. Chuba Hubbard as his RB2. Don't hate that, especially with Burks being out. I think that's really solid. Jameson Williams to that team isn't bad. Godwin there is with Travis Hunter. That's interesting to go Godwin. It's just Travis Hunter's gonna be on the field wide receiver wise. You just don't know how involved it's gonna be early on. The possibility of Chris Godwin not being 100% coming back for like week one, there's a good chance he is, and I'm not trying to say anything like that, but there is a chance Chris Godwin does not come back 100% healthy for week one, and it's not forced. They don't need to force it either. where their wide receiver room's at, they don't need to force it. Even with Ibuka, they still have McMillan and Palmer there. So they have a solid group. So it's just interesting to have someone like Travis Hunter and Chris Godwin. And then goes Jacoby Myers, so I'm okay with that. Goes Kamara with Genti. Interesting to see what that team builds out to be. Goes Laporta with Jameson Williams. So obviously this guy wants to go Jared Goff. We should see this guy. Goes Travion Henderson. Okay. So he's banking on Mahomes staying there at 81. And based off ADP, it might work. So Henderson, Hubbard, Henry, Worthy, Rice, Puka. I don't hate that team at all. I don't know about that though. I don't know about that going David Montgomery with Amon-Ra, just because you have Jane Daniels. So it looks like Robert here would go Goff. So if you're getting Montgomery, which is good, and Amon-Ra, you have Jane Daniels. It's just an interesting build. Goes Jordan Addison. But, no, that's later. Okay. I will say, if Waddle does go to me, which I doubt, I'll take it. I'll take it. There are 5 picks. 2 of these guys shouldn't take running back. So maybe I look out and I get Judkins. That would be ideal for starting it off. So if Waddle's there, I'm taking Waddle. Definitely doing that. I will go and grab Tua, but I'll grab Waddle first and then grab Judkins. That's best. It's like perfect scenario. Obviously, he just takes Waddle, so that does not exist anymore. I'll kind of see where that guy's at. Waddle, Harvey, Hurts, McLaurin, JT Lamb, Jennings. Like this, yeah, this guy is just, his build is very interesting. I will definitely say that. I'm interested to see where that guy goes quarterback. Olave, Smith, Flowers, Jefferson. So I like that. Jerry Jeudy added to that team. Interesting. So yeah, we get Judkins. We'll definitely take that. So we'll grab him. And then I'm gonna still part of Zero Flex or the Zero RB. I'm sorry. I want to grab my guy. I really do. Let's go and grab. You know what? We'll take Debo. I'll take the shot on Debo. So that would do it. That would be the wide receivers and flex, tight end. I grabbed Judkins, but that's just it's still 0 RB. I grabbed them back-to-back picks, so I think I still fit that role. So that guy goes Baker with Evans, James Conner, James Cook, Josh Jacobs, Bijan Robinson. So very heavy running back there. Guy goes Caleb Johnson to pair with Bucky. Ricky Pearsall in that lineup is interesting. Goes Pollard for where Pollard falls. I don't hate it. Ridley Pollard though, I'm not a huge fan of taking a running back and receiver on a bottom offense. I'm never a fan of that. Grabs Brian Robinson Jr. as his RB2. Don't hate it. Get him in the 7th round. I don't hate it. There's some other names probably that I would prefer, but you do you. That's all I'm going to say on that. You do you. So yeah, DeAndre Swift. I think DeAndre Swift, like, it could be biased. I just like, you don't add a top running back. Like, they added, Bears added a 7th round running back. So, and I'm a Bears fan, so take that as you will. But they didn't add a significant top capital running back. They added a guy in the 7th, which still could pan out, not dismissing it. But Adds a little insurance for DeAndre Swift this season. Going forward is different. So yeah, that guy grabs Mahomes. Good on his part. Guy grabs Brandon Ayuk. I think it's very interesting that Brandon Ayuk is behind both Juwan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall in this draft. Guy grabs TJ Hawkinson. Yet again, interesting build here. Interesting build. So this guy took Kamara last. He's got DJ Moore, Malik Neighbors, Stephon Diggs. So grabbing wide receiver ones, that's for sure. Like Neighbors wide receiver 1, DJ Moore wide receiver 1, Tet you would assume is wide receiver 1, DK Metcalf obviously wide receiver 1. If Diggs is healthy week 1, wide receiver 1. So he's grabbing wide receiver 1s. Grabs Genty, grabs Kamara, grabs Jaden Reed. That one's interesting. You would think with him not picking for a while, he would have went with Caleb to pair with DJ Moore. That just would have made sense. So I'm interested to see where he ends up with the quarterback. Khalil Shakir falling. Hurts my heart. Aaron Jones goes. So that guy's got Jones, Brown, Kyron. So that's not bad. It seems like some of these guys are definitely punting hard at quarterback. But granted, some of these quarterbacks you're going to see start falling in this range. I'm just interested to see where they pan out. So we see Higgins go and Kelsey. So the Higgins pick is interesting. Like, seeing Shakir, dude, I know he's not going to fall to me, but if Shakir falls to me, I am gladfully taking him. Talking about wide receiver 1s, like, that's a wide receiver 1 for a team. Pacheco with Brian Robinson and Breece Hall. He would be your running back 3, so I don't hate it. The upside could be back, but you don't know how he's going to pan out. Darnell Mooney to that. Yet again, interesting. Cam Scadaboo with Harvey and Taylor. Don't hate it. Guy goes Kyler with McBride. Then that guy goes Shakir. So, man, I almost got Shakir. Shakir almost fell a whole round to me. Whole 20 picks to me. But let's see. Hill, Harrison, Debo. He takes downs. I have a couple options here. Definitely a couple options that I like. I do kind of want to get one of these quarterbacks and just take them. But I'm not because I can get Tua. So I'm going to take Ibuka. Take him with that one. So just adding another wide receiver. Obviously, it's only one flex. So now we can go running back safely. And I have a few options. I'm going to jump way ahead because I don't think he's going to be there because he keeps getting taken from me. And I'm going to grab Javonte Williams. Reached really, really, really far, but I cannot get him in drafts. I've yet to get him. This is my 4th draft. The 3 drafts, he just does not go back to me. So that is my RB2. I'm liking the way the wide receiver room is looking with Chase Hill and Harrison as my 3 receivers. Debo and Ibuka. So just hoping one of those guys has a good game every other week, essentially. And then I'm grabbing, hopefully, RB1's elite tight end and George Kittle. We'll kind of see. So we are going to be back at pick 120 and 121. So that's where Javonte would have fallen. But it's really hard for him to fall back there. So I'm thinking I definitely want to go down here. We're going to star Tua just so we don't forget about him when we come up. But yeah, I want to get Tua with Tyreek. I think that's a great, in best ball, it's a great value. If Tua is healthy, if he plays at least 14 games, he's finishing better than quarterback 22. It's just, he's not going to finish worse than quarterback 22 this season. Even a Tyreek Hill, like if you want to play the narrative that Tyreek Hill gets shipped out, that's fine. I don't have anybody with Tua. Then if I get them, I'm not worried about it. I think Waddle and Juanu are good enough. If they get rid of Hill, the offense is kind of just one-sided to Waddle and Achane. So, but we'll go back and look at where people are going. So the guy grabs then. So Caleb Williams fell to him. So it was great that Williams fell all the way back to him. And he paired him with Loveland. I don't love Loveland. It's crazy to me. Maybe I could be completely wrong. I would rather grab Evan Ingram, who's going to be the tight end there. David Njoku is going to be the tight end. Jake Ferguson is going to, like, you're drafting Loveland so high. I do not get it. In half PPR, I do not get it. He has to smash. He has to have Cole Kmet go out. There's a lot that has to happen for that to pay off. It blows my mind. So we're 8 picks away, so it's at about 120, 121. See where the running backs are. I'm taking Najee every time if Najee falls there. Tajay Spears is another good one to really grab in this tier. But I definitely have to grab some running backs. I don't want to fall out of this running back tier because then we start to get very, very scary. So, hoping Najee falls, but I doubt it. Guy goes Evan Ingram. Zach Charbonnet, Swift. So he grabs both Seattle running backs. See, that's another one. I don't want to grab both Charbonnet and Walker. So Lamb, Dak. Did he have a third? So he goes Hurts, Solo, Dak with Lamb, Keon Coleman, Brock. What? Goes Brock Purdy solo? Interesting. All right, Najee falls to me. I'm taking Najee every time. We'll kind of see where else we're at with the running back. I think we're going to punt more at running back. Man, Bateman is there again. I don't want to draft Bateman again, but it looks like I'm going to draft Bateman again. We're taking him. So we got 6, we got 3. So the next tier running backs that we're going to be at, so we're going to be at 144, 145. So if we look at that, that's kind of the tier. No. So farther down, Braylon Allen, Devin Neal, 2 of the guys I kind of like. So definitely going to star them up. We'll do Dylan Sampson. Grab, sure all those guys are in. At tight end, Kyle Pitts is in that range. Brendan Strange is in that range. So we'll kind of see where we end up. Who grabbed Waddle? So that guy grabbed. So I shouldn't have to be worried about this guy grabbing Tua then. Juanu taken. Yeah, so I shouldn't have to worry about Tua. He would have to go 3 quarterback. So I shouldn't have to worry about that, so. I'm gonna be ballsy and let Tua go even farther. Yeah, we'll let Tua fall, and if he doesn't fall back to me, we're definitely gonna pivot somewhere else. But I don't I don't think I want to go. Someone would have to solo him unless A-chan. So it would have to be this guy. It would have to be the next one to take Tua from me. And that's just to go Tua and A-chan. So Jordan Love with Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft. So interesting there. Tyler Lockett. And this guy's team is all over the place. I'll say that. CJ Stroud, Jared Goff. So CJ Stroud, Nico Collins. Jared Goff guy gets his guys in Laporta, Jamos, Sen Williams. The Mahomes guy gets his guys. Justin Fields. It's interesting. Doesn't. So he's at Daniels Fields, okay. But he doesn't have anybody with him. So he's soloing mobile quarterbacks. So that's what he's going for. Just the rushing upside of those quarterbacks. It's ballsy for both quarterbacks. Goes Dalton Kincaid is tight end 1. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's got Kelsey. I just can't see properly. Jake Ferguson's also. No, the guy got the Dak guy's gonna take him. He's got to take him. And again, grabbing Michael Penix. Solo grab Michael Penix is interesting. And then likely. So does this guy take Dallas Goedert? It would make the most sense to take, or not Dallas Goedert, Jake Ferguson. It would make the most sense, and he goes Dallas Goedert. That's wild. That is wild. Drake May, Jake Ferguson. So we're coming up. And I think we're going to grab Kyle Pitts as our tight end too. So these guys kind of fall off a tier. So I'm going to take Tua. I don't want to, with the way some of these guys are, I'm going to take Tua. Just going to get out of the way, and then we'll be back for those running backs there. So I grab Pitts and I grab Tua. So obviously I'm depending on Kittle being my star tight end. If I could get some upside out of Kyle Pitts for where his ADP's at, he's at like tight end 18? Tight end 18. So if I can get that upside, I'll take it from where I'm at. So we can unstar Brenton Strange. I don't want to go another quarterback. I feel confident with Burrow, Tua. Feel confident enough with Kittle, Pitts. My running back room is not the strongest. I love my wide receiver room, so definitely focus on some running backs and wide receivers here. Let's see some wide receivers that are going to fall that we'll like. Jalen Coker's down there. Jalen Royals is down there. And we'll throw him on there because I don't have any ownership of him. But we'll throw Torrey Horton on there as well. We'll see where that pans out. All right, so back to the board, kind of see. So Palmer went after. You guys got Baker, Evans. No one else really there. Benson with James Conner. So yet again, I don't love that. You're just guaranteeing you're getting running back production, but there wasn't a lot there last year. Guy goes Kyler May. So he's got Kyler with McBride. Does he have May with anybody? No, so he's solo stacking May. Ray Davis, Cam Scatterboo, RJ. That is a ballsy running back room right now. Jonathan Taylor, RJ Harvey, Cam Scatterboo, Ray Davis. Guy goes Cedric Tillman. I don't hate it for where that's at. Isaiah Likely, Bark Bowers. Love that tight end room. Gibbs, Pollard, Warren, Garendo. Interesting. So this guy goes 3 quarterback. He grabs Leggett and Bryce Young. It's just I I can't get behind that build. Like, he gets Tet, so he's getting pairs. He's paired up Love with Reed and Tucker, paired up Caleb with Loveland and DJ Moore. But man, that is just Trevor Lawrence. That guy got Travis Hunter, so T-Law, Hunter, Lamar, solo stack. Guy goes Lamar solo stack there. Houston gets with Nico. This guy's with Mahomes and his guys. Hasn't gotten anybody else. Grabs Wandell. Blake Corum, Zach Charbonnet, Swift, Montgomery, Walker. So that's tough. So, like, you're limiting yourself on a pair between Charbonnet and Walker. I like David Montgomery, Swift. Those guys are definitely going to have production. And then Blake Corum. It's interesting. So, goes Ward. So, yeah, Ward, Ridley, Pollard. He's banking on Tennessee having a really good fantasy year. I can't sell myself on that same story. Like, Bo Nix, Cam Ward, he would have to go to third quarterback. I'm not confident with that quarterback room. Algier, Ray Davis, JT, RJ Harvey. So, you help yourself out getting Tyler Algier. I'll say that. Braylon Allen gets taken from me. Hate that guy. I like his running back room. Bucky, Caleb, Tracy, White, Allen. So some split guys in White, Allen, and Tracy. Yeah, I don't want to take Eckler. I don't want to take Dowdle here. I don't want to take Dylan Sampson yet. I think we go... This is tough, but I think we're going to go Roshan and Devin Neal. We're going to take those guys for running backs. So still at 5, so I'm probably going to be at least 6 running backs. We'll see somebody down here. We'll start Keaton Mitchell. So that guy goes Keenan Allen. Anthony Richardson, Baker. So yeah, this guy, obviously, but like, he's not helping himself out. He solo stacks Purdy. And he solo stacks Herbert. Like, those guys aren't getting you points from running. Like, they're gonna get you points from passing, and you're not banking on that. Like, JSN, Odunze, Judy, Shakir, Cup, and team is just really rough. Running back's great. I love the running back room, but outside of that, like, yeah, that guy, like, that made no sense. That guy goes Goddard over Ferguson. I mean, he's got Hurts. He didn't put anybody with Hurts, so I guess that can make sense. I guess. Looking at it now, I guess it can make sense. J.J. McCarthy, Patrick Mahomes. Okay. Geno Smith, C.J. Stroud, Jared Goff. Did he get anybody with Geno? So as of right now, he didn't get anybody with Geno. Tamari Douglas, solid pick. He goes Eckler. Where's he going to go now? Jalen Wright. So, the guy punted after Kamara. He definitely punted at the running back spot. I don't know if I'd go. If I would stack, like, I'm not taking Leggett with Young. I'm taking somebody with Young. It's Tet, which he did. He did take Tet. I'm not going after Leggett as well. Like, you got to remember these offenses. Like, yes, Carolina took steps in their offense to upgrade it. They brought in a lot of wide receivers. They added Dowdle to the running back room. The offensive line still improving, but like they're still not a top offense to where you want to stack that. Like you want to go, if you want to go, the Joe Burrow with Cincinnati. You want to go Lamar with Flowers, Bateman, likely Andrews, stack that. Mahomes' offense, great. Baker's offense, great. Kyler's offense, yeah. Purdy's offense, yeah. Like, you want to stack offenses that have a lot more promise. So that guy goes 3 quarterbacks as well, and he's taking Stafford. So, I'm going to do myself a favor. I'm going to take 2... I don't think I will. I think I'm going to take Jalen Coker with 1. And at the running back, I'm going to go... I think I'm going to go 7 running backs here. No, I'm not. We're going to stick true to what we want. We're going to grab Royal. We'll grab a 6 running back. I only need 2. I only need 2 on a weekly basis. And I'm going to get it out of Judkins, Williams, Najee at least. And we'll grab Keaton Mitchell probably as our final pick. We're either grabbing Torrey Horton or Keaton Mitchell, but it's probably going to be Keaton Mitchell because I need a 6 running back. I don't want to go with a 9 wide receiver. So yeah, we're going to take Torrey Horton off. If Keaton Mitchell is gone, which I doubt he's gone, who do we pivot to? Is the true question. I don't think I want to answer that question. So we're just gonna say right where 216. So we're gonna say hopefully Keaton Mitchell falls to us. The guys before me, 4 running backs, 5 running backs, 5, 6. So yeah, we'll kind of see where we end up. I don't need a 3rd quarterback with this build, right? I have an elite quarterback in Burrow, and then I have Tua. I love Tua. I love Tua's upside, so I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine with Tua being like a quarterback 13, 14 on the season, having his good weeks. He's going to have his bad weeks, and depending on Joe Burrow's consistency. My wide receiver room, I love this wide receiver room. Like, Jamar Chase, Hill, Harrison are my 3 on a weekly basis, and then Debo, Buka, Bateman, Coker, Royals, one of those guys to fill into my flex. And then tight end, like I have that elite Kittle with Kyle Pitts, hopefully backdoor upside. So Dylan Sampson's falling really, 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 really far. So we're 10 picks away. And yeah, like, if Keaton Mitchell falls to me, there's a very good chance. But there's running backs ahead of him. There's quite a bit of running backs ahead of him. So I hope no one's got him start up. I want to get him. I want to get Keaton Mitchell. So where are we at with builds? 2663, 2681, 2672. So that guy's definitely going tight end. Who is his tight end though? Evan Ingram. Wow. Okay. 2582, 2573, 3482. Who does Saquon, Mixon, Hampton, Spears. Interesting. Baker, Richardson, Darnold, Mark Andrews, Pat Freiermuth. But this guy, I believe this guy's auto-picked some. He goes Theo Johnson. Yep. Dontavian Wicks. So, like I said, we might see another running back taken here. There's Ferguson. Come on, make your pick. He's gonna auto. Mike Williams. This guy's got to go running back. You would think he has to go running back here. It's either running back or tight end. And there's no one... There's not a lot left tight end wise. And Amari Cooper. So Dylan Sampson does not get drafted in this one because I'm taking Keaton Mitchell. Maybe. Hello? It's not my turn to draft. All right, so I'm assuming it gave me Mitchell and it's just bugging out. We'll see. Completed. And we'll see. So it gave me Mitchell. So that is the team on this one. Burrow, Tua, Judkins, Williams, Najee, Johnson, Neal, Mitchell, Chase, Hill, Harrison, Debo, Abuka, Bateman, Coker, Royals, Kittle, Pitt. So hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like. If you guys are interested, I will be live streaming tonight and tomorrow night doing a live best ball draft. So if you guys want to tune into a live one, it'll be live, and I'll see you guys in the next one.